Welcome to the Daily Gospel of John. Glad you've chosen to watch today as we launch into chapter 10, looking at the first 6 verses. Jesus is still speaking to the Pharisees and others. I tell you the truth, the man who does not enter the sheep pen by the gate but climbs in by some other way is a thief and a robber. The man who enters by the gate is the shepherd of his sheep. The watchman opens the gate for him, and the sheep listen to his voice. He calls his own sheep by name and leads them out. When he has brought out all his own, he goes on ahead of them, and his sheep follow him because they know his voice. But they will never follow a stranger. In fact, they will run away from him because they do not recognize a stranger's voice. Jesus used this figure of speech, but they did not understand what he was telling them. So Jesus was differentiating between he, the legitimate shepherd of the sheep, and these illegitimate false shepherds who were kind of plundering his sheep, his flock. And so as the legitimate shepherd, he comes in. Remember, there was a community sheep pen, and each shepherd would come in and call their own sheep by name, and the sheep would recognize their specific shepherd's voice at that time, and he would lead them out. And so Jesus is using this very clear metaphor that they would all understand at that time, and speaking though spiritually of he himself being the shepherd. And I don't know if you caught this, but I love this, that he knows who his sheep are before they know him. He calls his sheep by name, and they hear his voice and they follow him, and he goes on ahead of them, meaning he leads them. As the Psalm 23 says, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He leads me beside still waters. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake." I'm messing this all up, but you get the picture that he's that good shepherd, and as the good shepherd, he's in the front. That's a place of protection, a place of security, a place of provision for his flock, as opposed to these men who were taking advantage of the flock. So we'll take a look at this again tomorrow as Jesus pushes further with this metaphor. It's awesome, and I love the fact that he knows me by name, and he called me by name, and he calls you by name. And I hope that hearing his voice you will follow. God bless. Thanks for watching.